Hello. Okay, so continuing from where we stopped, we're gonna approach now the concept of harmony. Uh, so, what is harmony, and what is it like in the concept of music jargon specifically? Because we say harmony in Lagan's terms to say something that sounds beautiful. Sometimes we use it metaphorically to say something is working well, right? But in music, the specific definition of harmony is when two sounds are occurring at the same time. Two notes are occurring at the same time, not any sound, two notes, okay, which is a specific kind of sound that we already talked about, how to distinguish like a note from a noise in terms of like physics, what is going on. So this would be a melody, right? Okay, one note after the other, and this would be the harmony. Okay, so it's something that is usually considered like the basis of the song. We attribute that to the kitchen in a band formation. Like the kitchen of the band is like the drums, the bass, and literally the bass, right? And the harmonic section, the rhythmic harmonic section, which includes the guitar, the bandolin, banjo, or piano, or organ, right? So those three little components, the rhythmic section, the bass section, and the harmonic section, are responsible for this support that goes behind or under, right, the melody. So we could go like. Well, this was a poor example because we had like two melodies moving together, but you see how like there is something that goes on top, and there's something that is behind giving support to it. And this something that is behind is the harmony, and as I said, the rhythm. But we're gonna talk about rhythm next video, I promise. Today we're gonna focus on harmony, okay? So, as I said, we are basing our harmony on the scale that we are using to build our song, okay? And as I demonstrated, we can make a scale artificially, but let's put that aside for a second and let's choose one of the traditional scales that exists. Not the major, because I'm tired of major, and I really like the sound of the minor. It sounds more serious, you know, like. Right? So what I did was to play an A minor harmony. Okay, so we are using the scale of A minor, which are all the white notes. Now, just as an exercise, we're going to transpose that to C, which is Do, right? And we're going to use the method that I advocated for thinking about scale. So it's going to be a major second. This one is the tricky one, it is always major, right? Except for the exceptions. But anyways, it's a minor scale, so it has a minor third. Then a perfect fourth, a perfect fifth, minor sixth, minor seventh, and octave. And we can talk about the leading tone a little bit now, but it's yet another subject for another video to talk about the variations on the minor scale, but we can do something like. Okay, this is the leading tone. So in Portuguese, the sensível, the major seventh, it can be played over the minor key because it is the leading tone. Okay, just keep that in mind while we progress with the next concept, which is the harmonic field. Okay, the harmonic field is all the chords that you can create by using a very simple rule. We're gonna skip 1 degree and play the next one. Okay, so we're gonna play the first degree, skip 1 degree, the second, and play the next one. Sorry, minor. Okay, minor third. This is an interval. It's already considered a harmony. Like there is an entire genre that is based upon 2 notes harmony, which is called punk. Let's continue. We're gonna skip the fourth and we're gonna play the fifth. There you go. We have the triad, the first actual chord that we can name. Okay, this chord is very stable. We have the tonic, the third, and the fifth. The fifth and the tonic, because we already talked about the harmonic series, they are going to interact in a very consonant way. Okay, so consonant would be the best word to describe what people usually mean with harmonic. Okay, so consonant is something that sounds good together, sounds comfortable. So, and then we have the third, which will indicate the quality of our chord, a minor one. Okay, now let's continue with our method, right? We skip 1 degree and we go to the seventh. We skip the sixth and we go to the seventh. Okay, this is a C minor seventh. Then we can skip 1 degree and we can put the ninth. Now, in order to continue through this process, there are a few tips that are less evident. Like, it's not gonna obey this rule all the time. There are exceptions. So we're gonna stick to the most simple chord we can make, which is the triad. Okay, triad from the number triad, like the holy one, right? So we gotta have our chord, our C minor without a seventh. And now we're gonna explore what I call the harmonic field, which are all the chords that you can make using each one of the degrees of the scale of C minor. So we're gonna choose now the second degree. We're gonna skip 1 degree and we're gonna play the fourth degree. And then we're gonna skip the fifth and we're gonna play the sixth. All right? We're gonna keep doing that. I'll stop talking. Let's just hear everything from the start. So, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Okay? Awesome, right? Okay, those degrees have names, and I'm going to tell 2 of those names that are the most important. And next time we talk about harmony, I'll bring this subject back. But let's just focus on the relationship between the first degree, the fourth degree, and the fifth degree. So we're talking about okay, we call this chord the fundamental chord, right? It's the tonic. All right. The fourth is the subdominant. Keep that name in your head. Subdominant. Okay, it sounds like a step to the side. I imagine you're dancing, so you go. Now we're gonna go to the fifth degree. And this fifth degree, it should have a dominant function, but it's missing one key element, the leading tone. Remember I told you that you could use the leading tone here? So let's try it. You can even do a transition from the normal chord to the dominant, to the actual dominant chord. Okay, and things start to get interesting when we start using the seventh. Okay, so just to conclude this video, I'm going to add the 7th on the dominant, which will create this very unstable sound, which tends to resolve to our tonic, right? And this is the secret to tonal music. It's like how you lead your entire music to the dominant so you can resolve on the tonic. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.